Lots of Views. I'm your host, Tanya. With me today is my lovely husband, Stanley, and we just got out of seeing Creed 3. So good!
Yeah, we're actually kind of pumped about it because I was really worried because can you make a spin-off sort of sequel?
A successful sequel.
Yeah, just kind of work without Rocky, and it is in the Rocky universe and stuff.
Yeah.
So
I did feel his presence was missing. So that was kind of like, when's he going to come in?
yeah, you kind of feel like it. You're hoping for a little bit of a surprise
Yeah.
halfway through, but it's sort of like the way they've made this, or the way Michael B. Jordan and Ryan Coogler is writing and stuff.
Yeah.
It feels like it is more of a, this is a brother's story. So we've already proven in the first Creed movie that, I've got to prove myself to,
Live up to your father's name.
yeah, live up to the reputation and stuff.
Yep.
Second one is the sins of the father.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, this one's more of a brother's story. And it really does kind of work because they both, with, that, what's his name, Jonathan, Myers Major, I can't remember his name, but he's really, I prefer him like this to Kang.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, check it out, he is really good when he's got good writing, like, so you sort of,
he was swole.
he was super ripped, and they saved that too, like halfway through the movie. Like, this was like so crazy just how in shape he got. And like, just even seeing like Michael B. Jordan as well, like he had to kind of take it up a notch as well. And he really sort of looked, he had that Carl Weathers kind of Apollo look to him.
Yeah, you definitely notice it when they're doing that training montage of him looking more and more like Adonis Creed in Rocky Balboa movies. So
Yeah,
like,
Apollo.
Yeah, Apollo.
Creed. Adonis is
Sorry,
like, But like, it like, there was a few heartbreaking moments in it where you see that kind of kinship, the brothers starting to dissolve, and like, he sort of blames you, and then on top of that it's like you feel guilty sort of thing.
Well,
like,
he's seeing you live his dream and thinking that you're taking his life.
Yeah, that was supposed to all be mine, like, and I took the fall for you, freaking, because of what you got me into and stuff. But even too, like, when he says that at the end, I'm not saying that I'm innocent of all, like, what I've done, like, but that.
I felt like it was a really strong, like, forgiveness kind of.
Yeah, it wasn't a redemption sort of story. It was more of a,
trying to forgive yourself.
Yeah.
And forgive, your past, really.
Yeah, because that bit where him and the wife are like saying, like, they're going off at each other. They really like turn it up in that scene, and I'm just like, wow, this is really good, like, because you get to see him lose it. Like, you can argue in the second one when he's losing it at the punching bag when he's in the gym by himself with the kid.
Yeah.
But like, in this one, it really kind of took it up a notch with like, I don't want to talk about that, like, because he's so afraid to confront
trauma, like, I don't want to deal with it.
And then on top of that, like, it really pulls your heartstrings when you've got his mother, like, she's talking to him, but it's like kind of she's talking to Apollo, but it's like when she's saying, like, Adonis taught me how to forgive you for going away and stuff. And then, like, that was a pretty powerful moment. But then going from start to finish when they're both, because that scene was in Creed 2, but they cut it where they're both sitting in the locker room and they're both swapping words, like, freaking, and I'm kind of glad they did cut that scene, even though it would have made Creed 2 even better. They cut that scene and used it for this movie to have more of a brotherly sort of, like, both of them kind of sort of coming to terms with what happened in the past and what happened there. But that whole scene where they're in the ring and everything just cuts out. And it's not about the crowd, it's not about the money, it's not about who's better and stuff, it's about,
settling the score, really.
Yeah, you abandoned me, and, I, like, freaking, you threatened to take everything away from me kind of thing, and it was really kind of cool, like, it wasn't
I liked it.
What'd you like?
Well, I like the fact that when, Creed gets hit, like, he's bounced off jail cell bars, which I was like, damn, Like, you know, like...
It's putting you in that moment kind of thing.
Yeah.
He's still living with that guilt and stuff. But, yeah, I do like that kind of... it didn't lean too much on the revenge sort of story for Jonathan May's freaking, like, character. It was more about, like... Screw that, you got yours, I'm going to get mine. Like,
yeah, you took everything from me, I'm going to take everything from you.
Yeah.
And that's, you know, how you start to see, like, everything just kind of domino of when he's just, it feels like he's taking everything from Creed. And you're just like, nah, dude, like, you earned this spot. Like, go back in and get it.
Yeah.
And that's the whole, like, point of the last fight. It's just like, you earned this. It wasn't just handed to you. Yes, you got the name Creed, but you've earned your way to the spot that you are today.
Yeah, and just even too, like, I don't call him a villain. He's more of an antagonist, but it's also sort of you do feel for him, what he's going through, like, because it does have that moment, like, in Rambo, when the sheriff is kind of pushing Rambo in the first Blood movie, and when he's in the ring, and he's like, you know... If you know what you're doing and stuff, and you can just see him, like, taking a few, like, you know, snipey freaking words from the trainers and stuff. And I'm just like, oh, I wonder why he's about to go off. I wonder why he's a ticking time bomb, like, ready to lose it. But this is rewatchable to me.
Oh, 100%.
I could
love
honestly,
the Creed movies.
Yeah, I could honestly go back and watch this. I watched the first one so many times. Second one, not as many as the first, but...
I still like it.
Yeah, this one seems to be like, yeah, I think I could just rewind and just completely like rewatch this whole thing again.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely worth seeing in the cinema when no one's talking.
Yeah.
Like freaking.
It's so hard now. Everyone talks. Everyone's on their phone. It's just
everyone just starts having a conversation in the cinema. But like enough of us venting, like, you know.
Do better, people.
Yeah.
Stop talking
shut
in the cinema.
up when the movie's on.
We pay money to see these movies.
Yeah.
We want quiet.
Yeah.
We want to be able to soak it in without listening to your conversation.
And there's nothing wrong with everyone like freaking laughing at the same scenes.
Yeah.
Or like, you know, getting hyped up and stuff. But like the MCU had the whole, like, it turned into those monster trucker rallies where everyone's screaming when you see Thor show up on Wakanda.
Cool.
But like when you're sitting there and then you just hear some idiot just being like, oh yeah, so and they're just having a random stupid freaking conversation. It's like, shut the hell up.
Yeah, or you see
because we're losing dialogue while we're trying to watch this because we're like, is someone over there talking?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, people on their phone. It's like, get off your phone. What are you doing?
Yeah, but anyway, that's us just venting. But yeah, so pretty much I think this is definitely worth seeing in a VMAX. Like,
yeah, I'll see it again for sure. It was great, good story. Yeah. It was Michael B. Jordan's first time directing. So
yeah, he killed it. He did such a great job. Like, for his first go around. But it's as much as it's like, oh, it's his first go around. It's like he's been sitting behind the scenes so many times, behind so many movies with Ryan Coogler, with Josh Trank from Chronicle and stuff.
And I'm sure he would have had some help and input and insight in doing this one as well, for sure.
Yeah, and it kind of shows. I hope this isn't just like his one and done. I hope he like legit goes, yeah, I think I might give this another go with whether it is another Creed movie or another project. It was really, really good. As long as he gets a good script. Because you can see that Jonathan May, like, we just watched him as Kang and went, yeah, I mean, he's good showing, like, he was in the Loki series playing one separate Kang character to a different one, and he makes it work. But when you've got a really bad kind of pacing of story and surrounding characters, it can't stand. Like, this movie, he really stands out, and he really, like,
good story,
becomes
good dialogue.
Yeah, so it's not just about Creed, it's also about, like, you know, brothers and stuff, but, like, I honestly give this like a good 5 stars or whatever it is. Like, if Rotten Tomatoes does take our review, it's a fresh from us, or from me at least.
Yeah, fresh.
Yeah, and is there anything else that we didn't touch on?
There's probably a bunch, but let us know what you thought in the comments below, and check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch.
And thanks for watching, guys. Bye.